Good evening, race fans. Welcome to another Thursday night here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tours. Tonight, we are at the virtual Indianapolis road course, not the Motor Speedway. We are road coursing here tonight at Indy, as we have just a little over 7.5 minutes here left to go in practice. Let's go ahead real quick and take a look at where they're sitting at in practice currently, based on their times, not what they're sitting at as far as gaps go. So it looks like Simpson's there in that first spot with a 1:10.274. Then you got Rick Raven there in second, race winner from last race we had 2 Thursdays ago. He's sitting with a 1:27.565. We have Garrett Hagan there in third with a 1:04.605. Dylan Williams in fourth. He is sitting with a 1:11.255. Then you got Lance Anthony there in fifth with a 1:11.490. His best lap time. TJ Harden there in sixth with 1:11.828. Henry Jury. I think that's one of the new drivers here tonight with a 1:12.011. Then you got Calix Westell there with a 1:12.549. William Rucker in ninth with a 1:12.606. And then rounding out the top 10, we got Samuel Frazier there with a 1:13.932. See if those translate into qualifying or not. Still got time here. Let's go ahead real quick and pull up the team points here coming into this evening. And we have Gigabyte Racing there in the top spot with 483 points. Back in second, we have CRT Pulse Racing with 466 points. No team name Motorsports, I should say, 289 points. True North Racing there in fourth with 268 points. Real South Racing in fifth with 250 points. Legacy Racing, 213 points in sixth spot. Back in seventh, we got Mr. Rogers Racing with 152 points. Built Different Incorporated there in eighth with 141 points. Anthony Rucker Motorsports with 130 points in ninth. Back in 10th, we got Team iCar with 66 points. 46 Motorsports in 11th with 5, and Coco Motorsports there in 12th with 3 points. And we go ahead and get down to where they are standing currently coming into tonight based on points. Lance Anthony there in the top spot with 223 points. We got Dylan Williams in second with 197. Eddie Santos there, 177 points. In third, Dylan has 197. Fourth spot, we got Brian Edwards. He's got 174 points. In fifth, we got Garrett Hagan, 164 points. In sixth spot, we got TJ Harden, 142 points. William Rucker in seventh, 136. Calix there in eighth with 124 points. Back in ninth, we got Bradley Williams with 109. With 107 points, we got Anthony Youngs there in 10th. Back in 11th, we got Travis Rucker, 106 points. Andrew Fay there in 12th with 101 points. And back at 13th, we got James Lindgriven there with 94 points. In 14th, we got Ryan Clementi there with 90. With 86 points. Back in 15th, we got Aaron Hobart. Back in 16th, we got William Swenson there at 82 points. In 17th, we got William Smith there. He is sitting with 69 points, as well as Scott Watson there. Both of them in 17th with 69. Back in 19th, we got Warren Rogers, 66 points, 62 points. We got Brad Adams in 20th. In 21st, we got Andrew Frazier there, 61 points. In 22nd, we got Rick Raven there at 53 points, 51 points. We have Alexander. Not going to even try to butcher that last name yet. He's in 23rd. CJ Grove there in 24th with 48. Joshua Osborne there in 25th with 46. Corbin Blake there in 26th with 36 points. With 29 points, we got William Robbins there in 27th. Then rounding out the field in the standings here in 28th, Rob Powers. He has 26 points. As we are just under the 3-minute mark here left to go in practice, why don't we just enjoy the sights and sounds of these cars here for the last, minute or so here. Alright, a little bit of little cockpit cam going on here for you guys. Go ahead and get back. Go back to TV cam here for everyone. So as they're getting ready to wrap up practice here, we will go ahead here, step away momentarily, play the national anthem. So don't go anywhere, folks. We will be right back and shortly getting into qualifying. So don't go anywhere. All right, folks, welcome back to qualifying. Just got underway here. Looks like they have 20 minutes of qualifying. So we're going to be here for a little bit. So let's just enjoy the sounds of the cars here for a little bit. Looks like it's going to be a little bit of time here before anybody completes a lap. right, folks, I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still here. Trying to see if I can go ahead and get some things adjusted here before it green. I'll grid it, I should say. Looks like right now, up into the P1 position, we have Rick Raven there, Lance Anthony second, Brian Edwards third, Henry Dury there fourth, Garrett Hagan fifth, Dylan Williams sixth, and CJ Harden rounding out the top 7 here in qualifying. Still got just under 13 minutes here left to go in qualifying. A little bit of feedback there going on my end here. See if I get that mic adjusted just a little bit. I'll have that happening during the race. Also, I do want to give a big shout out to the sponsors coming on board here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour Season 2 for the Indy Series. MW Cars there. Big shout out to them. Also, shout out to Magnolia Laser for coming on board and sponsoring the Indy Series here for Season 2. We also... Oh, there's somewhere. That's all I can find right now. I thought there was more, but I am not finding them. So if I do find them, I will let you guys know. But tonight's race, provided by J.A. Green Accounting Services, PLLC, for the Grand Prix here tonight, here at the virtual Indianapolis Road Course. Usually not used to seeing these cars on this layout here at Indy, but it is always a nice little twist to see something a little different here. Very proud to be able to put it on for everybody that's out there tuning in. I do appreciate everybody tuning in. It looks like we got 4 out there watching right now, and we haven't even started the race yet. We still got a little over 9.5 minutes here to go in qualifying. So see here if we get some more views out there. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you go ahead and hit that share button, share it to your social media pages. That way you go ahead and get other people come out and tune in here. Still got plenty of time here before we go ahead and get racing, so go ahead, get your family, friends, whoever. Tell them come on over to Extreme Racing TV and watch the Crown Athletics Racing Tour take on the road course here at Indy. As it looks like we got Warren Rogers out here on track right now, and he is the only driver out on track. We're still waiting for Travis Rucker, Brian Adams, and Kenneth B. Simpson to come out. Those drivers are still behind the wall there on the virtual pit road. They have not put their cars out there on the track quite yet. And I also do apologize if the layout looks a little odd tonight. Did just get a new monitor last weekend and have not been able to get the overlay and the iRacing to coincide with each other, so it looks a little off. So I will be working on that most likely tomorrow. Go ahead and figure that out. So for next Thursday, the layout looks more as it should, instead of the overlay pretty much being right in the middle of the screen, which is kind of weird looking when you're trying to watch it. So I do apologize for that. Speaking of next Thursday, go ahead and see. Looks like coming up here on the 19th of September, we will be back here at Indianapolis. We will take on the oval layout of this track. So tune in for that for the Indy 250 on the 19th of September. And October 3rd, we head over to Milwaukee there. And October 10th, just a little short trip up from where we are currently, up to Michigan. And then the 17th of October, Mid-Ohio. And then the round out the month of October is the Clash race for these drivers in the Indy Series. So looking forward to that to end the month of October. We will get through the races in November and December here, probably around the 17th. That would be the Mid-Ohio race. So definitely looking forward to the rest of the season here with these drivers, this league, and sponsors that come on board and support this league and make it capable for them to be able to do what they do each and every Thursday night that they're out here racing. We still got over 5.5 minutes here to go. Current weather right now, looking like it's right around 66 degrees, 71 degree track temp with a overcast sky. Winds coming out of the northwest right around 14 miles an hour. Humidity right around 84%. And we'll see if those conditions transfer over into the race or if if it'll drop, and it looks like here it will be dropping. As you can see there, temperature was right around 81, 82 there 15 minutes ago, so. Like we got Anthony Yuns here sitting on the end of pit road, not going anywhere quite yet. He is sitting in the 13th spot for the qualifying session here with a 119.484. Rogers is the only driver still out here on track. Just about done here with qualifying, coming down to the last minute. And we will go ahead and get these cars gridded up. So thank you all for being patient with me here. Being in a rush here, I kind of forgot to double check all the timing for tonight. I do apologize on my end for that, but the bonus part is you get extra airtime here to see these drivers take a couple laps around the virtual Indy road course here tonight. Get a good idea how the track's laid out here and what these drivers are going to be up against coming into the race tonight. Qualifying has come to an end here this evening. let's go ahead and get them down to the starting grid here tonight at the virtual Indianapolis road course here this evening. Starting in row number 1, we got that one, Rick Raven there with a 1:11.331. Congratulations once again to Rick on grabbing the pole here tonight. Outside of him, starting second, the 11 of Brian Edwards. Starting row number 2, the 52 there of Lance Anthony. And on the outside of Lance, rolling off fourth, we got Henry Fury. I'm probably screwing that up, and I do apologize, Henry, if I am. He is driving the 88. Back in row number 3, we got the 33 there, CJ Harden, rolling off 5th. Outside of CJ, rolling off 6th, the 32 of Dylan Williams. Back in row number 4, we got the 30 of Garrett Hagan, rolling off 7th. And on the outside of Garrett, the 77 of William Rucker is going to roll off 8th. Back in row number 5, we got the 2 of Calix Whistle there, rolling off 9th. And on the outside of him, in that 35 machine, we got Samuel Frazier rolling off 10th. Back in row number 6, we got the 24 of Andy Frazier rolling off 11th. And on the outside of Andy, in that 916, we got Aaron Aaron Hobart rolling off 12th. Back in row number 7, we got the 17 of Anthony Yuns there, rolling off 13th. Warren Rogers 14th. Kiffin D. Simpson 15th. Travis Rucker 16th. And Brad Adams rolling off 17th as they are racing. We are green flag here. I thought the grid was a little bit longer than it was, so I do my first road course, so there's a little hiccup here and there, but they are rolling off without a glitch, unlike on my end here, but Rick is in that top spot. And back here, you got Lance Anthony here in second. Henry there in third, falling back a spot. Oh no, he's up a spot actually. Brian Edwards, actually, so far is the biggest loser here. Has already dropped 4 spots. Back here in the 6th spot currently. But, you know, got 30 laps here. Only completed lap 1, so 29 more laps. Anything can happen between then and now as we got a battle here for second. As Henry is going to move up another spot. Put him up into second. Lance is going to fall back to third. And then here's Kiffin D. Simpson here in 6th spot. He is already up 9 spots. Biggest mover of the race so far. And he is looking to get up to that 30 machine of Garrett Hagan. See here if Henry, he is 1.4 seconds back from the leader here, Rick. Rick pretty much taking off where he ended the race 2 Thursdays ago, up here in the front. Go ahead and get back here to 15th. We got Anthony Yuns here in that 17 machine. Warren Rogers here in 18th in that 48 machine. These guys just laying back right now, probably just trying to get a good feel of their cars. As you can see there, Kiffin D. Simpson just laid down the fastest lap. He's the 5th place driver. And he is just got around Hagan. Now he's looking to get up to that 33 machine of CJ. And you can see Kiffin's right there. I would imagine here within... Oh, well, I was going to say a couple more turns, but CJ just lost it right in front of him. So put Kiffin up to that 4th position now Now he's got his eyes set on that 52 machine of Lance Anthony. And as I say that, Kiffin had a big hiccup there, able to save it though. Now he's got Garrett on the outside of him, coming out down through the front straightaway here. And everything, he looks like Garrett's going to try to get down to the inside here, going down into turn number 1. Go ahead and get a little different view for everyone here. That way you go ahead and kind of see what's going on out here on the track. I don't know what's going on with that camera. It's looking through a guardrail, going over the speedway. Back here to William Rucker, right now sitting at an 8th spot. Trying to get up to that 32 of Dylan Williams. Right now not being able to do much with it. We get back up here to Kiffin here. In that 4th spot still. Trying to get up to Lance. About 1.1 seconds behind Lance Anthony right now. Lance is about 1.1 seconds back behind Henry here. And you see there Henry the last 3 laps here, 1:12.390, a 1:11.960, and a 1:12.227. His last 3 laps. Lance here with a 1:13, a 1:12, and a 1:12. He could actually as we got another driver off the track. I don't know who that is. I think that might have been, no? Aaron, Aaron there in that 916 off into the grass. Let's see if we can see what happened to him. I think he just overdrove it. Yep. Getting out of the turn there. A little too much going on, it looks like. But he is back on to the racing surface. Get back up here to the leader, Rick. He is sitting right now with about a 1.8 second lead, as Henry is now in that 2nd spot, able to get around Lance. Lance is now back where he started the race, back here in 3rd. You saw Henry there do a little tire smoke. currently up 2 positions from where he started the race. Get back here to the 2 machine. Oh, we got somebody around CJ. Came back just in time to see CJ and see what happened here. Oh, looks like he just got on the throttle too hard. And around she went. And we're not at Pocono. Got to change that, but apparently it did not take. There, I fixed that one now, so next time it should not do that. Get back here to the 35 of Samuel Frazier here. Down a spot from where he started the race in an 11th spot. But still, you know, only lap 8 here of 30. Still a long way to go. He's sitting right about 6 seconds behind CJ there in 10th. Those arrows you're seeing on the ticker, I do believe see here next time it pops up. I think I know what it is, but I can't tell you for sure until it happens. So definitely going to keep an eye on that to see if it happens again. Back here to Tiffin D. Simpson here. Right here in 5th spot. He is up 10 spots from where he started the race. Garrett Hagan here in the 4th spot. Rick right now just out here dominating the race here. These drivers trying everything to see if they can go ahead and get up to Rick. Right now, Henry is right about 2.6 seconds back from the leader. As you can see here, they do have 10 push to passes to use during the race. That's why Lance, he's down to 7. Henry and Rick both have 10 left to use. Back here to Garrett. He's got 8 remaining. That's what those arrows are that are coming on to the ticker. When that is activated, it's letting you know that that driver is actively using the push to passes. Dylan went off track there. We caught that. He is down to 9 remaining. William Rucker here in 8th. He's still got all 10. Same with the 2 of Kalex. CJ's down to 7. Right now, not a whole lot of action going out on the track. They are really spread out. Looks like right now the closest battle going on here is with oh, Andy's a lap down. Never mind. Take that back. Andy's just staying out of the way of the leaders here. As he's getting ready to get passed here by the 52 of Lance. DJ going to go ahead and get around that 2. Put him up into the 9th spot. And Kiffin going to move himself up into the 4th spot, getting around. Well, Garrett was trying to get around Simpson there. I apologize for that. Simpson was already in 4th. He's coming up on that lap car of Andy. Did a pretty good job there, staying out of the way, letting Tiffin there go ahead and do his thing, get around him, and go ahead and try to get up to that third place driver of Lance. Henry here still been around 2.3 now behind the leader. He was able to take off about 3/10 off to the gap that Rick had, but still got a little ways to go here to go ahead and make it competitive. As you can see, Lance right now actively using that push to pass. Just gives a little extra boost down the straightaway. Go ahead and try to get that little extra speed that we all need. Thank you all for tuning in here this evening to Extreme Racing TV for the second season of the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. This is their Indy Series here. Tonight we're at the virtual Indianapolis Road Course. For the Grand Prix provided by the J.A. Green Accounting Services, PLLC. Also a good shout out to MW Cars for coming on board and sponsoring the Crown Athletics Racing Tour, as well as Magnolia Laser for coming on board and supporting the league here for season number 2. As Dylan here. I am live. Oh, it didn't update. Why didn't that update? Oh well. Ain't gonna waste time looking at when we got a race going on. Right now, Rick is really racing away. What was a 2-second lead is now over a 5-second lead. And it would help if you guys saw the gap. Only took me 14 laps to realize that it still had the fastest lap on there for you all. I do once again apologize for that. I feel like I'm a rookie all over again. Take a week off and I forget how to do everything. Get back here to the 33, a CJ down 2 spots from where he started the race, right now in 7th spot. He's right around 6 seconds back of the 11 of Brian Edwards here. Brian's in the 6th position. He is down 4 spots from where he started the race as Tiffin there had a little issue as Lance is going to go ahead and get around that 88 of Henry. Put Lance back up into the 2nd position, put him up a spot from where he started the race. As Kalex here had a moment. See if we can see what happened here to that 2 machine. Going down, I guess you call that the back straightaway. Just too high up through the turn there. I probably got in a little too hot. Around he went. The Ford machine of Kiffin's coming down pit road, making his pit stop here this evening. Never did ask if they were going to have to make a pit stop here tonight. But it looks like they are going to have to. Brian Edwards is on pit road as well. Looks like D2. Kalex is also down pit road. Get his vehicle serviced. Travis Rucker also made a pit stop. Andy Frazier's also made a pit stop. Garrett Hagan, he's been made his pit stop 3 laps ago. So pit stops are taking place here. Lance Anthony's coming down pit road right now as we speak. See how long Rick is going to go ahead and stay out here. Same with Henry, Dylan, and CJ, as well as William Rucker and Samuel Frazier. Been out here 17 laps as well. He's just going to go ahead and get around Lance just now, but Lance just coming out of pit road completed his pit stops here. His pit stop, I should say. Rick is going to go ahead and stay out another lap here. See here, Henry's going to do the same thing. Dylan in that 32 machine. He's going to elect to come down pit road this time. See here what CJ Harden decides to do, if he's going to come down pit road or if he's going to stay out another lap. He's going to stay out another lap. Got the 77 of William Rucker. He's going to stay out another lap as well. The last driver to not make a pit stop here, that 35 of Samuel Frazier. We'll see if he's going to come down pit road or if he's going to go ahead and stay out another lap, and he's going to stay out as well. I'm assuming Sam is the Samuel Frazier there in that 35 right now in that 5th spot. Up 5 from where he started the race, so looking pretty good right now where he's sitting. We also have Dylan. Oh, Dylan just made his pit stop. Okay. Rick. Oh, Henry's towing. That's not what you want to see. Let's see here if we could see what happened to Henry. I mean, he just stopped. Nothing happened to him. He just stopped. So the top 4 have yet to come down pit road. Actually, Samuel Frazier's coming down pit road right now as we speak. So his pit stop's going to go ahead and take place here on lap 19. Just a little over halfway through the race. Rick's going to go ahead and stay out another lap here. He's like, I don't need fuel. I don't need tires. He said, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and run it dry. And CJ, we'll see here what he's going to elect to do, as he's got drivers smoking it up in front of him. CJ is staying out as well. William Rucker here, he is going to go ahead and stay out. So the first driver to not make a pit stop that has made a pit stop is the 52 there of Lance Anthony. Right now, he's about 58 seconds back from the leader. And sitting right around 17 and a half seconds back there of Man, we got another driver around. Not sure who that was. I think that was the... No, that wasn't Samuel. He just made a pit stop. Oh, it was. It looked like... Yeah, just getting out of that turn. Got just a little too happy with that throttle. And almost got trapped there in that sand pit. But good job by him. You know, we'll get that machine back onto the racing surface and back out. Right now in the 9th spot. Still up a spot from where he started the race. Rick still has not come down pit road. CJ still not come down pit road. And William still has not come down pit road. We are down to 9 laps to go here. I'm sorry, 10, because I can't count. It's only 9:07 Eastern Time, 8:07 Central, and what, that would make it 6:07 over there on the West Coast. And if you happen to be in Hawaii, what, that'd be 3 o'clock Hawaiian time? 4 o'clock Hawaiian time, somewhere around there, 3 or 4 o'clock Hawaiian time. As now we're down to 9 laps to go. And Rick still has not come down pit road. William is still not down pit road, but CJ just completed his pit stop. So we're down to 2 drivers. As we got a pass here for the 3rd position, as Simpson's going to go ahead and get around Anthony there. If I had the last name like that, Simpson, I would play the Homer dope every time I went around someone. Samuel is in 9th. He's currently a lap down, but that's due to the fact, you know, the first 2 drivers still have not pitted. Still waiting for these 2, as Rick is down pit road now. So we should see William follow suit. Unless he's going to try to stay out another lap and lead a lap. But I don't know if he's going to be able to. I think Rick is okay. Making his pit stop now. William is coming down to make his pit stop now. So now we'll see. I don't think Kippen's going to have enough time. I mean, he's sitting 55 seconds. Yeah. Rick's already back out here on the track. There ain't no way Kippen's gonna catch. He's just now getting ready to. So Rick, good strategy call there. 8 laps to go. Making your pit stop there. Gonna go ahead and keep rolling as if nothing happened. It's still 8.5 second lead over 2nd spot. Lance here in 3rd, right around 11.5 seconds back from the leader. Actually 11 seconds now. Garrett Hagan here in the 4th position. Brian Edwards 5th. CJ Harden 6th. William Rucker 7th. And Kalix there rounding out the top 8. Those are your lead lap cars. The first driver a lap down is at 35. Samuel Frazier there. Go ahead here. Let's get a gyro cam here with the 35. Well, it's actually not really a gyro, but more of a top view looking down into the cockpit and the front end of the 35 there, Sam. Oh, as we just saw Samuel see here, we had somebody right behind him. Not sure if he had help or if he just... that was me that blinked out there for a moment. And yes, he had a little help there from the 4. That would have been Kiffin D. Simpson there. But good driving there by the 35, being able to... Oh, that Pocono thing. I thought I got rid of you. But good driving there by the 35, being able not to, lose absolute control of the vehicle, get it back under control relatively quickly, and keep on rolling. As you can see now, the gap to second spot, to the leader, I should say, from second is only 5.5 seconds. But we're also down to 6 laps to go. The time is running out there for the 4 machine. I think that's why he kind of pressed the issue a little bit there with the 35, because he really doesn't have a whole lot of time to waste. He wants to have a shot to get up to the lead and try to make an effort to win the race. Lance Anthony here is sitting right around 11 seconds back from the leader. About 6 seconds back from second spot. Looks like he's gonna be happy, finishing with the podium spot here, pending that he doesn't, make any mistakes here. As you can see, Simpson using his push to pass. He will go ahead and pull that up. Like I said, they only get so many to use. He's down to 3 left to use. For 5 laps here, so he's going to have to take 2 laps where he's not using any of those. But then again, if he's using 2 a lap, then he's going to have to wait, and he gets pretty much 1 lap to use 2 and then 1 lap to use 1. Down to 4.7 seconds now. Second to first, as I saw a driver. I'm not sure who that was. Aaron. He's going to go ahead and come down pit road. And now Raven is going to go ahead and start using his push to pass. He's got quite a bit. He's down to 9 left. He's only used 1 the entire race, so Simpson's going to catch him. He's going to have to pick a different strategy. Right now, it's back up to 5.1 seconds. 5 seconds now, so it doesn't look like Kiffin there is going to have enough time, enough laps. Is the 52 there of Lance. He's down to 2 left for the race here in third. Garrett Hagan, he's got 2 left as well, sitting here in the 4th spot. Brian Edwards, he's still got all 10 of his. He has no worry at all. Sitting here in that 5th position. He could use all 10 here in the next 4 laps. CJ here, he's got only 1 remaining here with 4 laps to go. Raven going to go ahead and use another push to pass. And Simpson there, 3.7 seconds now is the gap. So good job by Kiffin. About 1.5 seconds he was able to trim off the last lap here. Still got all 3 of his push to pass. I would expect him to start using the last 3 here relatively soon. Looks like, ooh, we had some major lap traffic there. A little bit of a congestion going on there right on the entry of that turn. But Simpson was able to navigate that pretty well, not really lose too much time there on the leader. And somebody was smoking the tires there. I don't think, no, that was not Travis. But we got more tire smoke. Here are the 77 of William here. Still got all 10 of his push to passes to use. Simpson just went and used another one. He's down to 2 remaining here with 2 laps to go. Rick, he's got 7 left, and I would expect him to use every one of them that he can possibly use them on the track. As you can see him use one right now. Down long straightaway here. Hard braking zone. All he needs to do is just keep doing what he's been doing all race here. Not slip up, not make a mistake. We're going to get on chase cam here as he's coming down to the white flag. Barney the flag man waving that white flag. One more lap to go here for Rick. Go ahead and complete. From start to finish here tonight. Simpson there, right around 4 seconds back now. Lance Anthony, 10.8 seconds back. Anthony Young's there getting around the 35. Frazier there, put Frazier back to the 11th spot. Still got all 10 of his push to passes to use, so if I was him, I'd use both of mine this lap. As you see here, Rick's down to 1. He waited to the end of the race to go ahead and use all his. Coming down the front straightaway here. Checkered flag is waving, and Rick is going to go ahead and grab the victory here tonight at the Indy Road Course. Second is going to be that Ford machine of Kiffin D. Simpson. And Lance Anthony go ahead and roll out of the turn here, down the front straightaway, and he's going to secure that 3rd spot here this evening. Garrett Hagan, he's going to come grab his 4th place finish here at the virtual Indianapolis Road Course. Then Brian Edwards, he's going to round out the top 5 here. As soon as he crosses the line here. That is your top 5 here this evening. So congratulations once again to Rick for a very dominating performance here tonight. Either the start of the race, his reaction time was 0.453. We'll see. Not entirely sure. Don't remember who started. Congrats once again to Rick on grabbing the victory here tonight, back to back. We will go ahead, step away. We will find the top 3 and get them up here in the booth. So don't go anywhere, folks. We will be Right back. All right. Welcome back, folks. We have found the third place finisher, so let's go ahead and get that 52 up into the broadcast booth. Well, Lance, not the kind of night you wanted to have here finishing third, but all in all, still a podium spot here for you tonight. Go ahead and top out your race here tonight at the virtual Indy road course. Talk about it. How was it for you here tonight?
Yeah, that was fun. I didn't have the overall pace. I mean, I won this race last year, but this field's definitely a little bit more talented with a real IndyCar driver and another guy that runs in real life also. So, like realistically, I probably had P4, P5 pace. Not sure what happened to Henry, but I was able to capitalize on his mistake and just bring the car home P3. That's a great points night for me. Hopefully, it should extend the points lead. So overall, I'm happy. I'm ready to get to the Oval next week. That's probably my best track. So yeah, I'm ready for that one.
Yeah, definitely. Back-to-back weeks here at Indy. 1 week the road course, and the next week we're gonna go the other direction and just go around making left turns. You know, kind of go ahead and talk about what are you looking forward to going into that kind of race where it's going to be more of a draft, not really lifting, things like that, where it's complete opposite of what it was here tonight. Just go ahead and talk. What are you looking forward to going into that next Thursday night?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Typically I do pretty well there. I won our Indy 500 in the off season and won our 250 last year. So I feel like I have a pretty decent feel of what happens. You can, if you can manage dirty air, um, the best. Honestly, you're gonna find yourself out front. You want to stay within the lead pack if you can. But with it being such a long distance race, strategy is going to come into play, and I feel like I do a decent job at that. The CRT Pulse boys are always good on the box, so um, really look forward to it.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it as well, and can't wait for next Thursday. But until next Thursday, Lance, you got a P3 to celebrate here tonight. But before we go ahead and let you go and virtually celebrate your P3 finish here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway on the road course, any final thoughts, shout outs you want to give before we go ahead and let you boot out and celebrate here tonight?
Well, first off, I want to thank you guys for broadcasting this every week. You guys do a great job, and I can't wait to watch the replay later tonight. Um, shout out to my sponsors, Crown Athletics, LA Electric, Magnolia Laser, Roots. They allow us to do what we love. And I want to give a big shout out to Kiffin. Battling him was pretty fun there. It's pretty cool to go toe to toe with an IndyCar driver. And just want to wish him luck this weekend in Nashville.
Right. Well, we'll definitely be able to give him some good hopes here going to Nashville this weekend. But until next Thursday, Lance, you enjoy this P3 finish here tonight, and we'll see you back out on this track, just on the outskirts of it, the actual oval next Thursday night. Till then, enjoy this one. We'll see you next week.
Absolutely. Hopefully I get to talk to you again.
Let's hope so. All right. Let's see here if we can find our second place finisher here tonight. Kiffin. I don't see him in the Discord. So I'm not going to be able to get a interview in with him, unfortunately. Here. So that will bring us to the race winner here tonight. That'd be that one machine of Rick. Let's go ahead and get Rick up here in the broadcast booth. Well, Rick, you pretty much left off where you finished 2 weeks ago. Started on the pole, finished in victory lane. Here tonight, absolute dominating race for you. Go ahead and talk about how was it for you here tonight at the virtual Indy Road Course here tonight.
I didn't like it at all, to be honest with you. These DW12s, iRacing needs to update something with the tire model. I don't know what it is. These, just to survive out there is an accomplishment. When you come out of the pits on cold tires, you might as well it feels like you're riding on bicycle tires or something. I mean, it's just insane. And the car's like push loose, push loose, push loose, push loose, 300-400 times in the corner. And it's hard to get a good balance on the car. You really, this is basically a flat racetrack, but you feel every bump. I've never really been crazy about these cars, but the race was fun. There was challenges back there. Lance Anthony was holding his own, and who was it? Henry Drury, I think, was keeping pace with me. But again, I didn't want to make any mistakes. I wasn't pushing it and trying to get away, and I wasn't trying to run qualifying laps. I knew that Kiffin Simpson was also real quick in practice. We were pretty close. I don't know why he didn't qualify. Maybe he's so darn good that he just figured he'd start in the back. This is my second race with the league, so I don't know who's who and what their habits are, but I'm just I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled to be up here, Indianapolis. It's not the oval, it's not the speedway, but it's the road course, but it's still Indianapolis. And I'm sitting here in my car looking at the pagoda up there. My number is up there in first place. It's a great feeling. I've got the VR headset on, and it feels like, I live 10 miles from the track. I live right in Avon, Indiana, literally 10 miles from this racetrack. So I've been here a lot, and to sit here in the car, it's kind of surreal. It never gets old. Never gets old.
Well, just to help you out a little bit, we were given a little insight there. Kiffin is actually a real life Indy driver. So, for you to be able to hold your own and beat somebody who races in real life, props to you on being able to survive that. And even though these cars were a handful for you tonight, we saw it a few times throughout the race. A couple drivers having hard times, not really overdriving it, but like you said, just you pretty much had to be on eggshells getting on the gas when you were exiting the turns. And
exactly,
if you were just a little too quick on it, you just saw those cars just whip around and lose it. So to see that during the race and to hear you actually talk about that, put 2 to 2 together. So I do appreciate that little insight there throughout what you were experiencing throughout the race. But now we're done with the road course. We can wash our hands with it. It's done. It's over with.
Wash our hands with it. Done. Thank God. Go ahead.
We return back to this track next Thursday. But next week, we're doing the outskirts. We're just making left-hand turns next Thursday at the same track.
Right
so
on.
Go ahead and talk about, what are you looking forward to going into the actual Indy event here next Thursday for the Indy 250?
Well, I love the Indianapolis 500. I've been obsessed with that race since I was 12 years old back in 1982. Yep, I'm old. And you know what? I thought Kiffin Simpson sounded familiar, and he was just lightning quick. I was looking forward to the challenge. I was watching him behind me. He was the one because the two of us were really, I guess maybe a half second or so quicker than everybody else in practice. I didn't realize he was on the button. I had to go back into the garage and set my push to pass for practice so I could see if I could keep pace with him. I thought he sounded familiar, but I was watching him. I was watching the relative, and I wasn't pushing it. Again, I didn't want to make a mistake. And, he was getting closer and closer. And, if he got close enough, then we'd have to fight it out. Then we'd fight it out. But as it turned out, I guess he had a couple of problems back there with traffic, I guess, or something happened, and he dropped back. But I'm gonna have to look him up. I know I've heard that name before, but to be up there and race with him. Oh, and at the end of the race, I had plenty of push to pass. And I knew I could keep pace with him. I didn't know what he had left, but I figured I would wait till he could get close enough, and then start to use it. So that's when I started to use him, just to be on the safe side. So I'm gonna look this guy up and then see what he's about and what he races. I knew that name sounded familiar. I'm glad you told me that.
Yeah, and we were noticing that throughout the race too. They're down the last couple laps. You still had all 10 years, and I think he had 3 remaining. And I think he didn't use any more after that. So,
well, he set the fastest lap at some point early in the race. I got it. I went purple, and it was like the next lap he went purple, and I says, you know what, Kiffin, I'm not going to go tit for tat with you because I got about 5 seconds on you right now, so I'm just going to maintain. Just maintain the pace. Make sure I don't make any mistakes. Get to the end of the race, and we'll see how it turns out then.
Well, it turned out well for you. You not only grabbed the pole here tonight, not only did you win the race, but you also laid down the fastest lap of the race. So props to you. Yeah, you got Kiffin by just not quite 7 thousandths of a second. Oh no, hundredths of a second.
I'll take it. The guy's a professional race car driver. That's just a little feather in my cap. That's awesome.
Yeah, so you laid down a 1:10.906. He laid down a 1:10.972. So
wow. Yeah, I also want to give a quick shout to everybody that's out there on the racetrack. There's people out there that are like, I guess you call A-listers, and then there's B-listers. You have the guys that are learning out there, and everybody who was, what you would call, I guess, lap traffic, the guys that were learning, so courteous, so gentlemanly, just very classy out there. They stepped aside, they let the leaders through. And so I just wanted to give a shout out to those guys, because they really made an attempt to get out of the way, and then just sort of do the right thing and let the leaders race. So big props to them.
Yes, and it's always a pleasure to see those drivers out there being that courteous to the leaders around them, knowing the situation, and just pretty much living to see another race, because there might come a time to where they need that favor returned, and hopefully everyone else pays attention to what they were doing and they return the favor back to them. But
absolutely,
you still got a victory to celebrate here, Rick. But before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate back-to-back victories, just joining the league here, any final thoughts, shout-outs you want to give before we go ahead and let you go? And they don't drink milk at the road course, but you go ahead and drink whatever you want after the victory you put on tonight.
Maybe I'll have a bowl of Lucky Charms.
There you go.
I don't know. Well, I want to thank, I guess it's, again, I'm still new here, but I think Lance Anthony is the one who owns the league. So
yes,
a big thanks to Lance, for the invite a couple of weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, whatever it was. They had the recruitment race, and he said, hey, man, you seem like you're pretty good. You're doing. We'd love to have you if you'd like to join. And I said, I'll check it out. So he invited me over here, and I'm having a great time. Thank you, Lance. It's a great league. You're running. Go ahead, give yourself a good cough, man. Go ahead, let it out.
Yeah,
Let
right.
Don't hold it back. You got some phlegm in your throat. Let it out. It's okay. Nobody's going to be offended.
What's that saying they always say? Go ahead and smoke another one.
Hell yeah. Why not? Hey, I switched from cigarettes to vaping, and the cough went away, and the wheezing went away, and I sleep better, and my clothes don't stink anymore, and I can think clearer, and everything else. So I highly recommend that. But thanks to my wife again. My wife is wonderful. I love her with all my heart. Thank you to the Lord Jesus for giving me life, for saving my soul. Thank you to every driver that's out there. It's a classy field, classy group of guys. I'm having a real good time out here. And thanks to you, Dennis. Thank you for broadcasting the race. You do a really nice job.
I do appreciate those kind words. Tonight was kind of weird because I just got my new monitor and it's all skewed right now. So
yeah, I saw that.
So
I saw that. After the race, I went to see because I forgot about the broadcast. I went to look at it. I'm like, why does it look all stretched out?
Yeah,
and the cars look like they were compressed by like a car crusher.
Yeah, it's something I got to work on. I didn't realize how compressed it was going to make everything. It's not really compressed. It's just going from a regular screen to an ultra wide. It screwed everything up. So I got to work on that here tomorrow. So on my end, I'll go ahead and get that fixed for next Thursday. But
no big deal. We all appreciate what you do, man.
All in all, turned out pretty good. So I'm glad for that. And hey, no broadcast is perfect, right? So just you live and learn and build on and make it a better broadcast for next Thursday. But until then, enjoy this victory, Rick. Celebrate it, enjoy it, and we'll see you back here at the virtual Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the Oval, next Thursday night.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to that.
So we can't wait to see it, and hopefully, hey, no pressure, but you're going for a three-peat, so no pressure.
Oh yeah, no pressure. Don't remind me.
But until then, Rick, go ahead and enjoy this one. We'll see you back out there in the track next Thursday.
Well, thank you very much, Dennis.
You're welcome. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. Go ahead and got Rick back down, and unfortunately, not going to be able to interview our second place finisher here tonight. He's not in the Discord, but still, props to everybody that showed up here tonight. Very good race, all in all. Very, very exciting. So let's go ahead and get down to the final results. I don't think they have any admin stuff to go ahead and figure out here. I think it's all pretty much set in stone. Rick Raven there in that first spot, back-to-back races here, grabbing the victory here tonight. Congrats once again to Rick on grabbing the victory. Kiffin D. Simpson there finishing second. Congrats, Kiffin, on, pretty much starting shotgun and coming up through the field and finishing second here tonight. Lance Anthony finishing third. Garrett Hagan there finishing fourth. Brian Edwards fifth. CJ Harden sixth. William Rucker seventh. Calix Westall there in eighth. Dylan Williams ninth. Anthony Yuns is going to round out the top 10. Then we go ahead and get back here to 11th. Oh, I didn't want to. Oh, I hit the wrong button, folks. I apologize. Get back here to 11th. We got Samuel Frazier there in the 35, finished in 11th. Travis Rucker, 12th in the 83. Andy Frazier, 13th in that 24 machine. Finishing 14th, the 916 of Aaron Hobart. 15th, we got the 48th of Warren Rogers. 16th, we got the 88th there of Henry Dury. And then rounding out the field in 17th, we got Brad Adams. Well, folks, like I said, I do apologize for the little stretchy, compressed broadcast here tonight. That is on my end. I will work on that here for next Thursday. Speaking of next Thursday, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the Oval, the Crown and Legs Tour will take on. You definitely want to tune in for that one. But until then, take care of yourselves and each other and have a great